It's dedicated to justice, yet the legal world does not always treat the young people wishing to join its ranks fairly, according to Chris White, a former lawyer and founder of Aspiring Solicitors. His organisation encourages greater diversity among those working in its field.
Throughout my career as a practicing corporate lawyer, I witnessed racism, homophobia, sexism. I've heard all manner of different lines and discrimination and prejudice in reference to a black candidate, that individual's too ghetto for this firm, whether it's a disability, whether it's the colour of their skin or their sexual orientation. They should be afforded the opportunity and a level playing field to practice. The moment I got my training contract, I was in a position to pass on advice and assistance. I started helping people.
Chris White gave up a well-paid job to pursue his venture, which offers support and guidance both online and face-to-face, and connects diverse candidates with potential employers.
There are so many people that don't even realise that the legal profession is open to them. You have to understand how to play the game in order to win. Part of what we do with Aspiring Solicitors is explain that process and give people the confidence at each stage to succeed.
I was in that process of applying and not being able to get any feedback really. I had a very kind of groundbreaking conversation with Chris. I changed my applications around. I attended an open day here at Reed Smith. I started getting more confident, kind of speaking to people. I'm currently in my first seat in banking and finance.
Aspiring Solicitors first started as a Facebook page to provide employability advice, coaching and mentoring through applications, CVs, cover letters, interviews, assessment centres. After a month there were thousands of followers, and I realised that actually this was something that required a website. The first year financially for Aspiring Solicitors was stressful. I used all of my savings. I feel very strongly that you should do what you're passionate about and you should stand up for what you believe in. Within 10 months, Aspiring Solicitors won Diversity Initiative of the Year at the British Legal Awards 2014.
The organisation now has 25,000 members and over 70,000 social media followers. It enjoys partnerships with scores of universities and legal and corporate firms, enabling work experience weeks and events such as UK-wide summer schools. Candidates are supported by hundreds of student and professional ambassadors.
The fact that you're fishing in the biggest talent pool and you've got access to the brightest people across the whole of the UK is a very compelling proposition. Over the 3 years we've been running our Barclays Legal Experience Weeks, around 20 of the participants have now gone on to secure training contracts with law firms. You shouldn't feel the need to box diversity. It can end up really contributing a huge amount to an organisation.
We're an international global law firm. We act for clients in different industries, and our clients don't want identikit lawyers. Over the last 2 years, 50% of our trainees have come from Aspiring Solicitors. Having partnerships like Aspiring Solicitors really helps in terms of what we want to achieve in terms of the makeup of our workforce.
It's come full circle being an Aspiring Solicitors professional ambassador. I find it very empowering to speak to someone on the phone and give them the advice that someone else gave to me a few years ago.
The biggest challenge for Aspiring Solicitors to date has been balancing the aspiration and objective with the commercial necessities. All of our services are free for students. They're free for universities. We do not take commission. We have long-term investment from our partner firms for 3 years that have enabled us to plan a growth strategy and to be financially secure.
Keen to expand support to college students and practicing lawyers, Chris White is setting up a charity to help those from low-income families who struggle with the expenses incurred in looking for work.
The reward for me with Aspiring Solicitors is actually being able to help people every day of my life to change their lives, and I know that they'll go on to do the same with others. The legal profession has done a huge amount of work in diversity and inclusion in the last 3 years. but there is a substantial amount of work still to do. My objective going forward in years to come is for aspiring solicitors and other diversity platforms not to need to exist, because once we're there, we're in a much better place and we're actually where we should be.